Today I'm going to show you two widgets that are basically the same idea, the booze log and the junk food log. These both work in pretty much the same way. They are just allowing me to log how much alcohol I drink and how much junk food I eat, and look at the summary statistics about that consumption. And the idea is that I don't want to absolutely cut out alcohol from my life. I don't think that's necessary for me. But I also don't want to allow myself to increase my alcohol consumption or my junk food consumption beyond a certain point. So this log tells me some statistics about how much booze I've had in the last week, in the last 2 weeks, up to 28 days. And it gives me the average, right? So I log each time I have a drink. The next day I put it in the log file. And this just computes the average numbers of drinks per day. So you can see here, some days there's 0. That's a clean day. Sometimes it goes up to 2. 1 is pretty typical. Sometimes I really go crazy and go up to 3. Okay, watermelon drinks from Eureka. And one nice little feature of about this is that it tells you, it has a notes field, so it has a little bit of note-taking functionality too, life logging functionality. So I remember my uncle's named Jay. Last Sunday I had a beer with him, so I remember that as being a pleasant get-together. About 2 weeks ago I had a Amaro tasting party for my birthday with my family, and so I had a couple of drinks of Amaro. So that was also a good time. Now the way the user interface works is very simple. I just select the number of drinks, select a date, I'll say today, crazy party. Okay, so I log it in there, that goes in there. These statistics automatically update, and that's all it does. Now this was actually not a real record. I didn't actually have a crazy party today, so I'll take that out. It says delete. I have the option of adding a clean record, which is a zero weight record. And the point of that is to make sure that I remember that I actually did the logging, right? So potentially I would, if I forgot to do the logging, I might have some days in the log that don't have any records. And if I came back and looked at those empty records, I wouldn't be able to tell if I had just forgotten to do the logging or if I actually had consumed 0 drinks. So putting in a clean record says, I remember to do the logging and I didn't drink anything. That's the whole point. Junk food log is basically the same idea. It's just junk food instead of alcohol. And I'm going to go in and show you what the data is here. Here is the SQLite table for this widget. You can see it's called junk food log. It has, how many records does it have? So it has, I've been using this for a couple years, from junk food log, about 1,800 records. So 1 record per day for the last couple years, maybe almost 4 years. I can say select min day code from junk food log 2015. So I started doing this in 2015. It was actually about 5 years ago. All right. So just to illustrate that is flowing in, potato, I'll say 10 there's a lot of potato chips. Potato chip binge. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Alright, so I'll say select star from junk food log, order by ID desk limit 10. And there is the new record, potato chip binge. Alright, now I'll go ahead and delete that. And do that query again, and it's gone. So you can see how the data is flowing from the front end SQLite, from the front end browser interface into the SQLite file that's backing it. I'll just quickly show you the code for this. This is one file. It's got about 200 lines, and it's mostly this dynamic HTML. So you can see how this is JavaScript that is composing an HTML string, just adding string data into this variable table string, and then that becomes the inner HTML. That is assigned to the inner HTML of the full table div that's down here, and then this is the same thing except for the summary table, which gives you the statistics. Again, the summary table is just the same kind of idea here. Constructing a string and then placing it into the div. That's the idea. I hope that makes sense. I hope you can potentially get some value out of creating widgets for yourself. This one is pretty simple. This shouldn't be that hard to build. And also, I want to emphasize again that if you want to use these widgets, I don't necessarily recommend that you log the same kind of things that I log. Maybe you don't care about how much junk food you eat, or maybe you're not worried about logging that. But you can use these kinds of ideas to create your own logs, your own note-taking systems, your own widgets for your own personal use. Thanks very much.